Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is D Train, D Train's bunk. Um, who is D Train and what is bunk? Well, who is D Train is kind of complex, so we won't get into like, okay, first I was born. But I'll tell you how I came up with the name, and I am well aware at this point that there are some other D trains out there, and because they have that same, I guess, moniker or handle or uh, stage name, etc., etc. Um, and I'm sure they are, because of that, I'm pretty sure they're awesome too. So uh, I'm going to tell you how I came up with that. And I had no idea of the musical artist um, beforehand. I didn't know about the train in New York. I think I may have preceded the baseball player. And I'm pretty sure there are a bunch more because anytime you look for a handle with D Train in it, it's like, okay, your number D Train 132. So it goes back to when I worked in a restaurant. I would give a lot of people nicknames, and I would go by Don Trez. And somebody said, "Well, Don Trez, you coming up with all these nicknames? What's yours?" And I was like, It's pretty much off the cuff, man. It was like, okay, Don Trez, D Train. It just rolled off the tongue like that. Boom. Excuse me. And a star was born, as they say. I mean, not quite, but whatever. So I don't know. This was what in the 2000 something, 2000 ish. You know, time frame. I don't know. And so, what is bunk? Well, bunk. Well, let me tell you how I came up with how I guess it was introduced to bunk, kinda, or reintroduced. When you think of bunk, you don't really think of anything too good. So let me show you. I can only show you because I can't find the clip, but um, Coach K had mentioned something about injury reports, and it was kind of taken as going against the Tar Heels because we had a few injuries that were pretty notable at the time. And I say we, yes, I am a Tar Heel. I hope I'm still in the frame. Sorry, I'm all to the left, to the left. Anyway, yeah. So you know, Roy, my homeboy, he was like, that's a bunch of bunk. But let me read the article. This is out of the Seattle Times. I found the article, but I couldn't find the clip. So let's get into it. Seattle Times college sports headline: Tar Heels Roy Williams is miffed at comment by Coach K. North Carolina coach Roy Williams apparently doesn't think too highly of Duke coach Mike Krzyzewski's views on injury reports in a tiff that by Aaron Beard, Associated Press. Seattle Times, Associated Press, Chapel Hill, North Carolina. North Carolina coach Roy Williams apparently doesn't think too highly of Duke coach Mike Krzyzewski's views on injury reports. Excuse me. Drink time, baby. In a tiff that has added the latest spice to one of college basketball's most intense rivalries, Williams took exception to a comment made by Krzyzewski on Sunday that the Blue Devils don't discuss injuries, unlike other schools. Dun, dun, dun. While Coach K never mentioned the third-ranked Tar Heels specifically, Williams felt the statement was a subtle jab at his team, which has had a much-publicized run of injuries and ailments in the past 2 weeks. Oh, yes, they were. There were some injuries. It was enough to have Williams, in a comment on his weekly radio show Monday, telling an unspecified person to coach their own damn team. I'll coach my team. On Tuesday, Williams found himself discussing the comments again instead of focusing on the Tar Heels game at North Carolina State today. It's not like I'm getting a dadgum plane and flying it around to say Roy fell against the wall and banged his nose or anything, Williams said in a news conference. We have to do those things, talk about injuries. And everybody's hurt. But there's different stages of being hurt. If you're hurt missing games, it's not like having a hangnail. And so we do have some people that are getting hurt and missing games. I don't think that somebody should say we're putting it in front of the public. When a reporter attempted to ask a follow-up question, Williams said he didn't want to discuss the comments further and have battles through the media. But when the news conference ended, Williams came back to the topic. I said before we played Duke, it's impossible to have any more respect than I do for Mike, Williams said. But I felt like that comment was aimed towards us. Duke spokesman John Jackson declined to comment. Krzyzewski's remark came in a radio interview after Duke's loss at Wake Forest. While noting freshman Nolan Smith had been playing through a knee injury for a few weeks, Krzyzewski added, unlike other schools, we don't release our injuries, according to the website for radio station WRBZ-AM in Raleigh. The next day, Williams said on his weekly radio show, regardless of what somebody else says about they have injuries too, which is a bunch of bunk, so I don't give a crap what somebody else says. But coach their own damn team. I'll coach my team. In case anybody has heard some statements about that. The comments between the Hall of Fame coaches adds to a history that includes a heated exchange during a 2000 NCAA tournament game between Duke and Williams' Kansas squad, in which the coaches had to be separated by officials. Last season, things got chilly after a flagrant foul by Gerald Henderson broke the nose of North Carolina's Tyler Hansbrough. I remember that one. That was at home, too. He just came down. It's like, boom, crack. Recently, the coaches described a relationship that was respectful and cordial, but not especially close. Again, Aaron Baird. So that's it. I heard the clip on TV. I saw it. I saw him say it. I want that clip. But anyway, that's where bunk comes from. So, well, that's where I remember it, and it just seemed like a cool word. Just a bunch of bunk. It's just a bunch of bunk. Yeah. Well, here it comes, ladies and gentlemen. This is D-Train's Bunk. For right now, I'm going to sign off, but there's going to be more to come, and it should be kind of interesting. I promise I promise to offend somebody, all of y'all, at some point, and hopefully, you will understand that you just might be wrong, and we should be good. I try to dibble and dabble and try to know a little bit about a few things. So I don't know, maybe it's a jack of all trades, a master of none type deal. Just know enough to be dangerous, maybe. Who knows? But, I'm open to hear another side, see what's going on, man. Tell me what's up. And I don't know. I'm looking to do some interesting things. I'm just looking to have some fun, really. I'm just a fun, loving type of dude. But then there's that other side, of course. So, hey, it's just going to go how it's going to go. Thanks for tuning in. Peace out. Again, this is D-Train. D-Train's Bunk. I'll catch y'all on the other side.